Got a great show for you today. Baseball, basketball, hockey, lots of things in between. Good afternoon, Evan. How are you today, kid?
I'm living.
Why?
21-3.
It happens.
New York
It
baseball
happens.
got embarrassed last night.
You got to let it go. It happens. I'm not bothered by it one bit now. Stanton can't play the outfield. Sure. Nestor Cortez was not going to throw 8 innings of shutout ball every time he pitches. You take it, you wrap it up, you throw it in the garbage, and you play again tonight.
Okay, but that's about
And
the
that's
New
it.
York Yankees, who had a long winning streak and are 40-16. Chris Bassett's been horrible.
But
5
didn't you
starts
love
in
what
a row.
Bassett said afterwards?
Yeah, that he was embarrassed?
Yeah.
It made me feel slightly better, but it doesn't change the fact that Chris Bassett has come crashing down to earth after a great start. And so,
Okay.
yeah, you could take the Yankee loss. They're bound to lose to the Twins once in a while. They have a chance to win the series tonight with Garrett Cole on the mound. But last night was an ass whooping. And it wasn't a fun baseball night.
It was an old-fashioned ass whooping.
Yes.
It was the kind of thing like you're in the wrong, you can't defend yourself.
Yes.
And you know the ass whooping's coming.
That's right.
So you just got to take it.
I know, and I couldn't
Now-
shut the TV off. I kept indulging
You try
on
to
the
figure
ass
out
whooping.
how they could come back and
Yeah.
make it a game,
I'm
something like that.
This is the Mets. They may come
Yeah.
back. You never know.
At what point did you say, at least internally, I'm still going to watch it, but it's over?
11-0.
You waited till 11-0?
Well, because it was 2-0.
I mean, that is special
Well, but hear
right
me
there.
out. So the Padres scored 5 runs in the fourth. It's 7-0, and it's the 5th
Game
inning.
over.
No, hold on. Game over?
Wrap it up.
They've come back from 8-2 down before. We've seen them make great comebacks.
Game was over. You knew it. Come on.
It was likely over, but, Sean Manaea doesn't scare me. I thought,
Okay.
maybe they can get to him.
Fair enough.
So 7-0, 6th inning, I'm like, all right, this is the inning. If they could scratch out a few here, we got a baseball game.
What was the number, though? 3? Get it within 4? Was that kind of the plan?
Get it within 4, yeah.
All right.
Get within a grand
Get
slam.
within a walk, an error, a little bloop single, a hit by pitch, and a slam.
Yeah,
Got it. All
once
right.
it got to 11, that's when I said, not my night.
Hey, game over?
Yeah.
But you still decided to punish yourself.
I did.
At 11-0,
Yeah.
Evan Roberts did not go to bed.
No.
Evan Roberts didn't lock the doors and put the TV sound up nice and loud. Evan Roberts sat there in his chair, and he took it like a man.
I did. I watched every out of that game. I watched Seth Lugo pitch the 8th inning of a meaningless 11-0 game, partially because I needed to watch every second, but also out of loyalty. I needed to record the second episode of Rico Bronya, the podcast, right after the game.
There you go. Listen, games like that, I view them a lot differently than you do. I view them as gifts. They're gifts from the sports gods.
How are they a gift?
Because, and I mean this specifically in baseball. Let me just be clear about what I'm saying here. Whether it's down 7-0 as they were yesterday, or up 7-0 as they've been in some games this year, it's over. It allows you, Evan, to get back to living your life.
See, that's the difference
You're
between
a
you and I.
slave
I knew it.
to this team.
Yeah.
You're like the guy that puts on the gag ball, the black leather mask, has a dope chain around your neck, and there's a woman saying, bark like a dog.
You're actually right.
That's what you
I mean,
are.
I can't argue with that comparison, but you're always looking for a reason to shut the game
Yes.
off. So I ask you, when the Twins have a 4-1 lead, still a game, right?
Still a game. Of course it's
when
still a
it
game.
goes to 6-1, 7th inning, are
Yeah.
you like,
Peace
not
out.
over? Not, really, you're done?
Gotta go.
Even against the Minnesota Twins?
Yeah, because you got to figure, I'm a believer that at some point, streaks do come to an end.
Right.
Now, the Yankees haven't lost the series. They could take care of that tonight with Garrett Cole
And
on
they
the
have
mound.
not lost a season series to the Twins in 2 decades.
Yeah, so, and I heard you the other day when I went home a little bit early, you were giving the record of all the series Yankees-Twins. So my gut is that, all right, so they'll just win another series.
Right.
But they may not sweep them.
Right.
Like, we get very greedy sometimes, all of us, guilty as charged, when it comes to our teams. Like, hey, the Yankees won 7 games in a row, this particular streak. Oh, I need 8. Ooh, I got to get 8.
Never enough, man.
Oh, I got to get 8. The
Never
New York
enough.
Mets went, the first 2.5 months of the season losing a single series.
Right.
Uh-oh. Panic is setting in. They've now lost 3 straight games. The wheels are falling off the bus.
Craig.
You guys are so funny to me.
What's happening
You're so cute.
No. What's happening right now to the Mets is why every game matters. Because all of a sudden, the Atlanta Braves have won 7 in a row.
Yes.
Because all of a sudden, the Philadelphia Phillies have won 6 in a row.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, the Mets are besieged by injuries, and they're having a sub-500 West Coast trip. We'll see if they could change that against the Angels. So you need to fatten up every chance you get. So if you're the New York Yankees, obviously you're going to lose games. You're 40-16.
Right.
But you haven't buried the Tampa Bay Rays and the
What are
Toronto
they, 7
Blue Jays
back?
quite. Yeah. And you know that can change in a second.
So they've got the same lead that you have over Atlanta right now. Although it's 6 in the loss column, I get that. But it's the number 7 right now.
Virtually the same lead.
Yeah, but here's what's amazing. You Met fans are so cute. I just want to grab you by the cheeks and go, mwah, so cute.
Why?
Because you're panicking. And I think it's just so cute.
We're not panicking.
Oh, no. This always happens to us. It usually happens around the All-Star break. But this year it's happening early.
I'm not saying any of that. It's just that when you said last week or even a few days ago, it's over. There won't be another meaningful game.
Yeah.
The last week is a reminder that you're really wrong.
Well, injuries have besieged them.
No. That's not the reason.
Go.
A big part of the reason is because you looked, and I get it, you don't care about the Braves. You probably can't name 3 players on the Braves. You just assumed, they suck, that's it. You forgot that they're the defending world champions.
You've got Azuna Matata. You've got Akuna Matata.
Azuna Matata?
Yeah. You got the Azuna Manuna Baguna Banuna. Yeah. Akuna, Azuna.
Oh, that's what you're going for.
Yeah, I was going with that. I was trying to rhyme stuff.
It's not just that the Mets have played average baseball. Yes, because of injuries. The Braves have won 7 in a row. They're 3 games above 500. They're a legitimately good team. And all of a sudden, what was a 10.5 game lead is a 6-game lead in the loss column. It's not that we're panicking. It's that this is a race. And this is going to be a race. I'm convinced of that.
Well, of course you are, because you're so cute.
Dude, so cute.
Yeah.
No, I'm calling
sitting over there
like
in your David Wright jersey. Look at you, so cute. I just want to hug you. You're
like
so
my
cute
shirt today. I think I'm
All of a
dressing
sudden,
really well
the Mets
now.
are going to be in a race. They've had the best record in the National League the entire season. They lose 3 games in a row and panic. I hear you guys all panic all day long.
First of all, it's 2 games in a row. It's not 3 games in a row.
Well, I was counting tonight.
They're not playing tonight. Try again.
Damn it. I thought I had that one.
I mean, my God.
Here's how I know you guys are all panicking. Here's how I know. Because my main man, Boomer Esiason, this morning said, tonight's Yankee game is a must-win game.
Nah, he didn't say that.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Because he's trying to project his feelings about the Mets onto the Yankees.
The Yankees are playing a must-win game?
Yeah. I mean, the New York Yankees are 90 games over 500.
No, Boomer. You know who's playing a must-win game?
Yeah.
Your hockey team.
That's true, too.
Because if you lose tonight, we all know the reality. You're done Saturday night.
Meanwhile, something happened last night. I guess if you're watching baseball, you may not be aware of this. I know Evan is, but just for the audience's sake, that I am convinced now has to have happened before, and we just didn't have any idea about it. And it reminded me last night, there's a famous Kobe Bryant story, and that'll get me into what happened last night, where Kobe Bryant famously is at the arena 3, 4 hours, 5 hours before a game, lathered in sweat, taking 1,000, 10,000, 5,000, 100,000 shots, right? This legendary work ethic we all know about, right? And there's another player, and I apologize, I forget who the player was. I think he was on the All That Smoke podcast, but one of those podcasts. And the player says Kobe's out there shooting, and he's just mesmerized by it. And Kobe says to the equipment guy, yeah, that rim's a 1/4 inch too high. And the equipment manager goes, no, it's not. It's an NBA arena. It's just fine. Your shot's off today.
Right.
Like, gave it back to him.
Right.
He goes, my shot's not off. The rim's a 1/4 inch too high. Lo and behold, they bring out, the ruler, and Kobe was dead on.
Of course.
The rim was a 1/4 inch too high, and he knew it. As most basketball players would know who've taken hundreds of thousands of shots, like if my microphone looks wrong today, right? Last night, during the pregame warm-ups prior to Game 3 of the NBA Finals, the Golden State Warriors complained to whomever you complained to, a league official, that the hoop that they'd be shooting on in the first half wasn't right.
Right.
Oh, you're out of your mind. Come on, you're playing games. What do you mean it's not right? And they go, no, it's not right. They brought out a 10-foot wooden ruler. which in and of itself amazes me.
Oh, it was awesome that they even had that.
With the technology we have today, we still measure an NBA hoop for the finals with a wooden ruler.
Yeah, I thought there was some crazy technology where the laser would tell us how high it is.
I would have thought the same thing.
Yeah.
Now, the way they do it, I'm not making this up. It's like you would measure something in your house. You take the ruler. It's got a little clip on the top. You put it on the rim. You then let it hang down. It's got numbers on it. The Golden State Warrior rim was positioned 2 inches,
which is
too high.
That's significant.
It is extraordinarily significant.
Like, that's a big deal. Of course the Warriors recognize this. Now, do you think
Get to it. Ask me the question because I have an answer.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you think the Boston Celtics were cheating?
Yes. 100%.
But here's what confuses me about this because I want to agree with you. I do. Yeah. I hate the Celtics.
That doesn't happen by mistake, buddy.
Okay.
It just doesn't.
Just walk me through this.
Go ahead.
Because I'm sure you've given this a lot of thought. I gave it a little bit of thought.
Go ahead.
Each team will eventually shoot on said basket.
Unless it's fixed at halftime.
So that's what you're claiming?
That's my claim.
So your claim is
yes,
the Celtics would take advantage of this error in the first half of the game.
Oh, my gosh. We didn't even realize. We're so embarrassed. But let's fix it.
Yeah, but that's a scandal.
You're damn right it's a scandal.
If at halftime they adjust it, don't you think someone would see it? There's an arena full of people.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
In your adult lifetime, let's just say 18 and on.
Yeah.
Is it fair for me to say that you've been to hundreds of basketball games?
Yes.
Is that a fair guess?
Hundreds, yes.
In all the games you've gone to,
yes,
have you ever a single time seen what happened last night happen?
No.
Right.
I've not seen it.
It doesn't happen unless it's been done on purpose.
But don't you see how easy it would be to get caught?
As they did.
No, but they didn't get caught because the game was played under the right and fair rules.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm suggesting they get away with a half a basketball where the Warriors are shooting on a basket that is not NBA standard.
Which you by default, they're not going to shoot well.
Okay. So now
they're shooting on a 10-foot hoop. The hoop's 10 feet 2 inches.
Okay, now walk me through this.
Go ahead.
5 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Steve Kerr calls a timeout and says, something's off.
Yes.
Calls out security.
He can force a measurement.
Okay, they force a measurement.
Yeah.
You just played 7 minutes of the first quarter.
That's right.
What happened?
Nothing.
What do you mean
And
nothing?
that's the problem. You're not restarting the game.
But my point is,
the game goes under protest.
Yes.
That's what would happen.
Of course.
And the Adam Silver, who then would be in a terrible position, because clearly he has nothing to do with it, right? And he's going to say, listen, we're embarrassed by what took place, but it counts. Like, what else could he say? But I'm telling you, last night, this Boston, somebody, because to be fair, the players have nothing to do with it, obviously.
No.
I don't think the coach has anything to do with it. Somebody working for the Boston Celtics tried to pull a fast one.
But here's the other thing.
Much like the Patriots all those years ago had the guy come out who was on furlough from prison.
Right.
And he snow blew. So then,
to kick the field goal.
Yeah.
But here's the other thing I don't understand. There's an obscure NBA rule that no one pays attention to. And the only reason I knew about it is because since I go to all these games, I always wondered why it wasn't consistent that the Nets would shoot on the same basket in the first half. The visiting team chooses which basket they want to shoot on in the first half of a game.
Okay.
And usually they pick it in front of their bench. That's just usually what they do. Now, I don't know when the visiting team makes that decision. I can't answer that.
I don't know that either. That's
I don't know. But I do know for a fact.
And it's funny, I didn't even know that rule. I thought you always shot on the basket in front of the opponent's bench in the first half and you flipped in the second.
Because that's a choice.
Okay.
And again, the only reason I know this is years and years ago, I go to all these Nets games, and I wondered, how come it's not consistent?
Yeah.
Like, why... Some games do I come to, not a lot. The Nets are shooting on the exact opposite basket in the first half.
So it's the visitor's choice.
So walk me through this, or try to walk me through
Go ahead.
If the visitors get a choice,
and
assuming they get to make that choice relatively early in the,
I think before shoot around, right?
Do they?
I don't know. I don't know, but go ahead, play it out.
If I'm shooting on a basket, can I say, yeah, we're going to shoot on that one in the first half?
I guess so, yeah.
And try to kind of give
instead of complaining about it, just shoot on the other one and hope that the Celtics then don't say nothing.
Yeah, now what I don't know, and this
Tough
could
spot.
shut me up, is maybe they have to make that decision 5 hours before tip. I have no idea. But I do know that the visiting team gets to decide. So if you're the Warriors, and quite frankly, while I'm rooting for the Golden State Warriors, they are a bunch of babies.
Well,
they're whining about everything,
Well,
dude.
so here's what Evan's getting to, and we'll have audio of this later in the show. The Golden State Warriors are very upset that the Boston crowd was using the F word towards Draymond Green when he fouled out last night.
Wah.
So much so that they're complaining about it. They said basically that, it's so classy, wink, wink. In other words, that the Boston crowd is classless. And here's what's fascinating about Klay Thompson, Steve Kerr, or anyone on Golden State complaining that the Boston crowd was foul-mouthed last night. First off, that's what fans do. You've heard it before. Number two, and Barstool put this out. They saw someone else put out the video. When LeBron James walked off the court in a playoff game, an NBA final game, against the Golden State Warriors, there's a woman in Golden State who refers to him as a PAB. The first word I cannot say on the radio. The A is ass, and the B is bitch.
Oh, I think I get it now.
Okay?
Yes.
A security guard says, hey, watch your mouth, young lady.
Right.
LeBron stops in his tracks and, gives her the dead eye, right?
Right.
After the game, Klay Thompson mocked LeBron James. Oh, did words bother you? Were you upset by words that you heard? Last night, Klay Thompson's like, ugh, unacceptable. What a classless crowd.
Dude.
Are words bothering you, Klay?
Yeah. I mean,
come on, man.
It's pathetic. If you really want to give it back to Boston fans, number one, beat them. Don't lose game 3.
Right.
And number two, why don't you just follow the script of a finalist for the pulse of the people, Kyrie Irving? If they go low, you go lower.
Exactly.
What's wrong with that?
Yes, or maybe stop worrying about your podcast and start worrying about playing better basketball. Maybe that would help you too, Draymond.
No, hold on.
Yeah, I love Draymond, but last night was one of the worst performances any starters had in any NBA final ever.
I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
Draymond Green was terrible last night. Him immediately recording a podcast in which he holds himself accountable for how bad he is is awesome.
I'm not saying
and
it's
I
not.
don't know what the problem is. Do you think Draymond Green is not focused because he's recording a podcast?
I can't say that.
So then I think what Draymond's doing is great.
Yeah. Well, but
I really do.
It comes with negative attention.
No, I
you gotta
get
suck that up if you're him.
But we commended briefly Chris Bassett. As bad as he's been recently after
He owns
last
it.
night's Met
Yep.
game, Chris Bassett said, I'm embarrassed. Draymond Green essentially did the same thing.
Yeah.
Now, if you're a Warrior fan, he's got to play better. Obviously, that's all that matters. But he held himself accountable and immediately spoke to fans right after the game, breaking down why they got their ass kicked. I love it personally.
Well, we'll get it all over with you on the phones, 877-337-6666. You heard the promo. If you're lonely and want somebody to talk to, we'll answer that phone call. You know the numbers. If you're a cute Met fan who is now concerned about the Mets this year, I'd love to let you just express that concern with us right here on The Fan. If you're not that cute and you're not worried about the New York Mets, by all means, call that number as well, 877-337-6666. We already have an internship problem here. We only just restarted the intern program literally 72 hours ago, and already there's a scandal.
What's the issue?
The dress code. It went from jacket and tie to T-shirt in 3 days.
I love it. I love it. Jacket and tie at a radio station?
Yep.
Who wears that?
That guy. Came in a jacket and tie trying to get the job.
Right.
Got the job, went to the T-shirt.
When you were an intern at WFAN.
Yeah, I never wore a jacket and tie.
Ever?
No.
So the problem is you
No.
shouldn't set the bar that
And
high
by
with
the
the
way, I
jacket
should
and
say,
tie.
when I interned here back in 88, the 1 year anniversary of the radio station, the newsroom was operated like it was the CBS Evening News. I mean, I could walk you through some stuff that would blow your mind
Right.
on how they kept records of what the updates were. Like, it was crazy. So the dress code then was khaki pants
Right.
or slacks and a collared shirt. Times have changed.
And what did you do to that dress code? Did you actually abide by it?
Yeah, of course. I had no choice.
Intern Craig Listen.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, I did.
You were a good little intern.
You want to work here? Slacks or khakis, collared shirt. Now it's like it's like the wild, wild west now.
I love it. I support it fully.
And it's probably Sonny's fault. He showed up to the internship meeting in a T-shirt.
So everyone else was dressed up, and he was in a T-shirt?
Like, how come that kid's wearing a T-shirt? Oh, it's Carton's son. I guess we can all wear T-shirts then. So they should all really just thank him. He made it much, much easier just to chill out.
Well, father like son, you changed the dress code at WFAN.
I did. I, as everyone will tell you, I'm responsible for you guys being allowed to wear shorts here. Yeah, that was forbidden.
Yeah,
here for a very long time until I said,
through.
Guess what? I'm wearing shorts.
Once I saw Baldy wearing shorts, I said, you know what?
Right?
I'm doing it now, too.
And why are you wearing shorts? I go, because I want to. It's 95 degrees outside. I'd like to wear shorts. Okay, but your producers can't. That's what he said.